Hi guys, my name is Sophie, this is Books and Things, and today I am going to do my June wrap-up. June was an alright reading month for me. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't awful. Mainly, I was doing really well, and then I read one book that it took so long to get through that I basically didn't have time to read anything else in the month, and I was so sick of that book that I just didn't really want to read anything else. But let's get started. So the first thing that I read in June was Volume 1 of Y the Last Man by Brian K. Vaughan, Pia Gura and Jose Manzanas Jr. I am probably butchering many of those names. This is a graphic novel series about what would happen if every person with a Y chromosome dropped dead, and every animal with a Y chromosome dropped dead, bar this one man and his pet monkey. So I really did not like this book, this graphic novel. You would think for a graphic novel that literally only has one man in it, that it would pass the Bechdel test. If you don't know what the Bechdel test is, it's basically two named women have to talk to each other about something that isn't a man. That's it. And it's not even like a scientific test, it's just like a bit of fun kind of thing. And this book doesn't pass it. Like, not for any, like, maybe a sentence, maybe. But it's just, it was awful. The enemy so far in this graphic novel, the bad guys, are crazy feminists and people from the Middle East. So it's really shit. And like, so much of it is just complete bollocks. Like, the crazy feminists that are the bad guys are supposedly, what they're trying to do is kill this man, because as long as he lives, the patriarchy still exists and sexism is still real, because he is alive, and therefore the world, everything's awful. So they're going to kill him regardless of the fact that they need men to continue the human race. I probably will read the rest of the series, or at least the next one, just to see if it picks up, because like, it has the potential to be really good, but it was just so badly story told. The art's alright, like, it's not awful, but then started part of a read-along that some people on Tumblr are hosting, which is the Shadowhunters read-along, because filming for the Shadowhunters TV show started in June, so we're going to read all of the books that are currently out. So I read City of Bones, City of Ashes, and City of Glass, like one each week for the first 3 weeks of June. The tabs at the top are a thing that I'm doing on Goodreads and on Tumblr. Currently I've only uploaded the first one, but basically, because they're being turned into a TV show, I am putting little tabs where I think the episodes would start and finish for each episode, and that's in my review of the first book. It has the tabs on the side are from a different thing. I should probably take them out, but it'll take me ages and I really can't be bothered. I gave the first one 4 stars on its reread. I gave the second 2 5 stars. City of Bones and its subsequent novels are about a girl called Clary who discovers that she can see these people called Shadowhunters who kill demons, and then just as she's learning about this world, her mum goes missing, and she kind of gets tossed into this world of demons and magic and fairies and Shadowhunters. And it's a series that I've been reading for quite a long time, like about 10 years. I really love these books. So it was nice to reread them. I've been wanting to reread them for a while, and I'm currently reading Clockwork Angel, although I'm finding that harder to get into. But I'll talk about that in my July wrap-up. So the last book that I read in June was Us by David Nichols. I wasn't fond of this book. It was alright, but it wasn't great. So this is a book about a man called Douglas whose son is 18 and about to go off to university, and in the middle of the night his wife wakes up and says, "I think I'm going to leave you." And it's kind of about the three of them going on a trip through Europe after his wife has told him this, and him trying to win her back slowly. However, things go really, really wrong, and he fucks up and is really kind of awful to his son in a completely accidental way, and his son runs off and his wife goes back home, and he is left trying to find his son in Europe. I gave this 2 stars. I was so unimpressed by all of this. Like, this was longlisted for the Man Booker, and David Nicholls is really famous for writing one day, and I was expecting so much from this book, and I thought it was awful. Like, I gave this 2 stars, and I didn't identify with any of the characters, and cliche after cliche after cliche, and they, like, it really irritated me. Everything about this book really, really irritated me, and it took me so long to read it. It took me like a week and a half to read this book. So after that, I've then really been struggling to read anything else, which is partly why it's like the middle of July and I haven't really read much. So really wasn't a fan of this. Not at all. So those are the books that I read in June. I realised it wasn't much, but it could have been a lot worse. Like, if I'd read Us first, then I would have read basically nothing, and I would not have had a good reading month. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!